outdoor lighting and LED street lights. The United States Department of Energy made several reports available on the results of many pilot projects for municipal outdoor lighting, 36, and many additional streetlight and municipal outdoor lighting projects soon followed. 37. In 2016, Government of India launched Ujjwala LED bulb scheme to lower India's carbon footprint and save electricity. It distributed 370 million LED bulbs free. By doing so as of March 2022, which resulted in saving of $200 billion, $2.5 billion, of middle class and poor household power bill. The scheme is intended to replace all incandescent and CFL light bulbs to more efficient LED lights in the nation. To lower the price of LED bulbs, government encouraged light bulb production in the nation. 38. Technology. LED lamps are often made with arrays of surface mount LED modules. A significant difference from other light sources is that the light is more directional. An LED is a Lambertian emitter, producing a cone of light with half power points about 60 degrees from the axis. A laser diode is another form of LED emitter, but produces light by a different mechanism. White light LEDs. LED lamp used in photography general purpose lighting requires a white light, emulating a black body at a specified temperature, from warm white, like an incandescent bulb, at 2700 K, to daylight at around 6500 K. The first LEDs emitted light in a very narrow band of wavelengths, of a color characteristic of the energy gap of the semiconductor material used to make the LED. LEDs that emit white light are made using two principal methods, either mixing light from multiple LEDs of various colors, or using a phosphor to convert some of the light to other colors. The light is not the same as a true black body, giving a different appearance to colors than an incandescent bulb. Color rendering quality is specified by the Color Rendering Index, CI, and as of 2019 is about 80 for many LED bulbs, and over 95 for more expensive ICI LED lighting. 100 is the ideal value. RGB or trichromatic white LEDs use multiple LED chips emitting red, green, and blue wavelengths. These three colors combine to produce white light. The CI is poor, typically 2565, due to the narrow range of wavelengths emitted. 39. Higher CI values can be obtained using more than 3 LED colors to cover a greater range of wavelengths. The second method, the basis of most commercially available LED lamps, uses LEDs in conjunction with a phosphor to produce complementary colors from a single LED. Some of the light from the LED is absorbed by the molecules of the phosphor, causing them to fluoresce, emitting light of another color via the Stokes shift. The most common method is to combine a blue LED emitter with a yellow phosphor, producing a narrow range of blue wavelengths and a broad band of yellow wavelengths, actually covering the spectrum from green to red. The CI value can range from less than 70 to over 90, although a wide range of commercial LEDs of this type have a color rendering index around 82. 39. Following successive increases in efficacy, which had reached 210 lm/W on a production basis as of 2021, 40, this type has surpassed the performance of trichromatic LEDs. The phosphors used in white light LEDs can give correlated color temperatures in the range of 2200 K, dimmed incandescent, up to 7,000 K or more. 41. Color changing LED lighting. Tunable lighting systems employ banks of colored LEDs that can be individually controlled, either using separate banks of each color, or multi-chip LEDs with the colors combined and controlled at the chip level. 42. For example, white LEDs of different color temperatures can be combined to construct an LED bulb that decreases its color temperature when dimmed. 43. LED drivers. Household LED lamp with its internal LED elements and LED driver circuitry. Exposed LED chips require controlled direct current, DC, electrical power, and an appropriate circuit as an LED driver is required to convert the alternating current from power supply to the regulated voltage direct current used by the LEDs. LED drivers are essential components of LED lamps to ensure acceptable lifetime and performance of the lamp. A driver can provide features such as dimming and remote control. LED drivers may be in the same lamp enclosure as the diode array, or remotely mounted from the light-emitting diodes. LED drivers may require additional components to meet regulations for acceptable AC line harmonic current. Thermal management. LED lamps run cooler than their predecessors since there is no electric arc or tungsten filament, but they can still cause burns. Thermal management of high-power LEDs is required to keep the junction temperature of the LED device close to ambient temperature, since increased temperature reduces light output and can cause catastrophic failure. LEDs use much less power for a given light output, but they do produce some heat, and it is concentrated in a very small semiconductor die. Because of their low operating temperature, LED lamps cannot lose much heat via radiation. Instead, heat is conducted through the back of the die to a suitably designed heat sink or cooling fin, from where it is dissipated via convection. 25. Very high power lamps for industrial uses are frequently equipped with cooling fans. 44. Some manufacturers place the LEDs and all circuitry in a glass bulb just like conventional incandescent bulbs, but with a helium gas filling to conduct heat and thus cool the LEDs. 45. Others place the LEDs on a circuit board with an aluminum backing. The aluminum back is connected thermally to the aluminum base of the lamp using thermal paste, and the base is embedded in a melamine plastic shell. Because of the need for convection cooling around an LED lamp, careful consideration is necessary when placing the lamp in an enclosed or poorly vented luminaire or close to thermal insulation. Efficiency droop. Disassembled LED lamp with switched mode power supply circuit board and Edison screw. The term efficiency droop refers to the decrease in the luminous efficacy of LEDs as the electric current increases above tens of milliamps, mA. Instead of increasing current levels, light output is usually increased by connecting multiple LED emitters in parallel and forward/or series in one lamp. Solving the problem of efficiency droop would mean that household LED lamps would require fewer LEDs, which would significantly reduce costs. 46, 47, 48, 49. Early suspicions were that the LED droop was caused by elevated temperatures. Scientists showed that temperature was not the root cause of efficiency droop. 50. The mechanism causing efficiency droop was identified in 2007 as Auger recombination, which was taken with mixed reaction. 49. A 2013 study conclusively identified Auger recombination as the cause. 51. Applications. LED lamps are used for both general and special purpose lighting. Where colored light is needed, LEDs that inherently emit light of a single color require no energy absorbing filters. LED lamps are commonly available as drop-in replacements for either bulbs or fixtures, replacing either an entire fixture, such as LED light panels replacing fluorescent trafers, or LED spotlight fixtures replacing similar halogen fixtures, or bulbs, such as LED tubes replacing fluorescent tubes inside trafers, or LED HID replacement lamps replacing HID bulbs inside HID fixtures. The differences between replacing a fixture and replacing a bulb are that, when a fixture, like a trafer, is replaced with something like an LED panel, the panel must be replaced in its entirety if the LEDs or the driver it contains fail, since it is impossible to replace them individually in a practical fashion, although the driver is often separate and so it may be replaced, whereas, if only the bulb is replaced with an LED replacement lamp, The lamp can be replaced independently of the fixture should the lamp fail. Some LED replacement lamps require the fixture to be modified, such as by electrically removing the fixture's ballast, thus connecting the LED lamp directly to the mains supply. Others can work without any modifications to the fixture. 52. BAPS Sri Swaminarayan Mandir Atlanta illumination with color mixing LED fixtures. Computer LED lighting allows enhancement of unique qualities of paintings in the National Museum in Warsaw. 53. White light LED lamps have longer life expectancy and higher efficiency. More light for the same electricity than most other lighting when used at the proper temperature. LED sources are compact, which gives flexibility in designing lighting fixtures and good control over the distribution of light with small reflectors or lenses. Because of the small size of LEDs, control of the spatial distribution of illumination is extremely flexible. 54. And the light output and spatial distribution of an LED array can be controlled with no efficiency loss. LEDs using the color mixing principle can emit a wide range of colors by changing the proportions of light generated in each primary color. This allows for color mixing in lamps with LEDs of different colors. 55. Unlike other lighting technologies, LED emission tends to be directional, or at least Lambertian, which can be either advantageous or disadvantageous, depending on requirements. For applications where non-directional light is required, either a diffuser is used, or multiple individual LED emitters are used to emit in different directions. Household LED lamps. Sizes and bases. LED lamps are made with standard lamp connections and shapes, such as an Edison screw base, and Mr. 16 shape with a bipin base, or a GU5.3 bipin cap, or GU10 bayonet fitting, and are made compatible with the voltage supplied to the sockets. They include driver circuitry to rectify the AC power and convert the voltage to an appropriate value, usually a switched mode power supply. As of 2010, some LED lamps replaced higher wattage bulbs. For example, one manufacturer claimed a 16-watt LED lamp was as bright as a 150W halogen lamp. 56. A standard general-purpose incandescent bulb emits light at an efficacy of about 14 to 17 lm/W depending on its size and voltage. Efficacy of incandescent lamps designed for. A selection of consumer LED lamps available in 2012 as drop-in replacements for incandescent bulbs in screw-type sockets. 230V supplies is less, because the lower supply voltage in North America is more favorable to efficacy. According to the European Union standard, an energy-efficient lamp that claims to be the equivalent of a 60W tungsten lamp must have a minimum light output of 806 lumens. 57. High-power LED corncob lamp. Some models of LED lamps are compatible with dimmers. LED lamps often have directional light characteristics. The best of these lamps, as of 2022, are more power efficient than compact fluorescent lamps. 58. And offer lifespans of 30,000 or more hours, reduced if operated at a higher temperature than specified. Incandescent lamps have a typical life of 1,000 hours. 59. And compact fluorescents about 8,000 hours. 60. LED and fluorescent lamps both use phosphors, whose light output declines over the lifetimes. Energy Star specifications requires LED lamps to typically drop less than 10% after 6,000 or more hours of operation, and in the worst case not more than 15%. 61. LED lamps are available with a variety of color properties. The purchase price is higher than most other lamps, although dropping, but the higher efficiency usually makes total cost of ownership, purchase price plus cost of electricity and changing bulbs, lower. 19. Several companies offer LED lamps for general lighting purposes. The technology is improving rapidly and new energy-efficient consumer LED lamps are available. 62, 63. As of 2016, in the United States, LED lamps are closer to being adopted as the mainstream light source. 64. Because of the falling prices and because incandescent lamps were being phased out. 65. In the U.S., the Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007 effectively bans the manufacturing and importing of most current incandescent lamps. LED lamps have decreased substantially in price and many varieties are sold